guys, I'm Kambra Potter for That's My Entertainment, and I am here with the executive producers of Instant, a short film that just premiered yesterday, right, guys? So congratulations, first of all, and tell me a little bit about the process of producing this short and what it's been like so far.
We can't take that much credit for it. I mean, the script does, really, there's an amazing team already in place, but the script came across our desk, and in the industry you generally don't read unsolicited scripts, but it came through a friend, and they said that I would really connect with it. And I did. It brought a tear to my eye. I loved it. Trevor read it. He loved it. And so we met with the guys. There are about 5 guys. They're all involved in different aspects of the industry, but they all sort of fell in love with the script as well. And we came together and we talked, and what impressed me the most was not just the fact that it was a solid story and these guys knew what they were doing, but there was no ego. These guys genuinely asked us, what do we think? What should we change? And the shoot was the exact same way. Every time they would be done with a shot, the director would run back into Video Village and ask, what'd you guys think? And most of the time we'd say it's great, but every now and then we'd say, hey, can you try it with a laugh? And, oh, okay, yeah, great, we'll go do that. And so it was the most ideal collaborative production that I've been involved with, and I really, really enjoyed the process.
That's awesome.
Yeah, as well as the story.
Yeah. Thanks, Rod. So what about you, Trevor? What would you say your take on it was?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Rod's absolutely correct. We had a fantastic team on that. It included all of the producers, Tony Janning, Chad Kennedy, Todd Beauchamp, Alex Albrecht, who was the director, and a fantastic group of actors who really came together and were willing to put their time and energy into creating these characters and bringing them to life in a very real way. So Tony Janning, who actually played 2 roles in the sense of producer and actor, was in it, and Phil Morris, Emily Chang, Tara Perry, Tyler Hilton, and our lead, Manu Intirami, were all fantastic, just bringing their talents to the screen and allowing this story to be told in a way that I think really will hit home for people. I mean, I think it's really about people. And about relationships that people have. And as much as we're known for the genre entertainment and science fiction, which, watch the whole thing, there's something in there that's very cool, I think it really ended up being this microcosmic look at people and their relationships. And I think that that's what people will, viewers will enjoy and kind of connect to.
That's great. I love that there's a connection element. I mean, that's really what storytelling is all about. So if there was one message that you wanted viewers to take away from it, if you could kind of summarize it into, I know that's hard.
It's only hard because we have to be very careful with this because, there is sort of a reveal and if we say too much, you can easily figure it out. And we don't want you to try to figure it out. Just watch the whole thing through and I hope you'll be pleasantly surprised. But the one message, you go.
I mean, I'll say this: the movie is called Instant, and in the case of the plot of this, it's because things can change in an instant, of course. But I think that if the message I can give with this particular film is that life is made up of instants. It is made up of moments. This happens to be an extraordinary one where crazy things are occurring and taking place. But I think that if you can take that idea and realize that, any life, your life is made up of these moments and you have to make the most of them and enjoy them and appreciate them and understand them. If I can get too bold and too deep, that's what I would say. Please take that away because it's really true.
I don't think there's any such thing as too deep. That was a beautiful message, and I love that. So what was the general reaction yesterday? How did it feel at the release when you screened it here?
It felt great because we had a captive audience, which is really important. Because
not captive, like in chains, just there to see the film.
Not hostages, right?
You come to a Roddenberry panel and you're expecting science fiction, and while it does have a nice sci-fi angle to it, you watch the first 15 minutes of it, and you're sort of saying, okay, this is a great story, but where's the sci-fi? And you just have to watch all the way through. People have asked us. I don't think we can put it in as good. Can't put it in the category of Twilight Zone, but it definitely has that kind of feel to it. So. Yeah.
Now, Rod, I know you wear a lot of hats in the industry, producer, actor, writer, director. What's your favorite role in the industry?
I'm definitely not an actor. I definitely can't act. So you'll never see me.
I apologize for misspeaking. I think IMDb said that you were.
Oh, does it? Well, it's because I was on Star Trek Continues. Star Trek Continues. And, it's terrible.
Sure.
The episode's wonderful. My 2 seconds on screen, terrible. Just terrible. Anyhow, at least I was a red shirt. Anyhow, I'm not really in the industry traditionally. My passion really comes from, we have something called the Roddenberry Foundation, and it's kind of bringing to life the sort of Star Trek ideals. We're finding the organizations and institutions out there that are working towards the long-term advancement of our species.
Nice.
And so the part that I like is that I get to meet these people. I get to meet all these forward thinkers and innovators and all these people out there who are really passionate about changing the world and making that Star Trek future a reality. So that is my excitement.
That's cool.
Yeah. And of course, working on Instant, that was truly exciting because once I read it and it brought a tear to my eye, I fell in love with it. And once I met the team and saw how great they were, it was such a great experience. So I will say, in terms of industry, that was one of my more enjoyable moments and one of my prouder moments.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did you guys both get involved in the industry? I mean, I know through your foundation you obviously have interest that goes really deep, but do you want to take me back a few years when you were first starting out and how you knew this was the path for you?
Yeah, we've known each other for a very long time since we've been friends since we were 13 years old.
I love that.
So, we had that bond and that friendship well before we got to be adults in any way where we felt like we had to have jobs and all those kinds of things. Yeah, fair point. But I think that, in the Roddenberry brand and that Roddenberry name, we found, a potential. I remember, I was leaving, my, over a decade job in advertising at the time, and Rod was sort of getting into what I'd consider the family business, I guess, a little bit more. And we just really recognized that the Roddenberry name and that legacy has so much to offer people, even in today's world, and that we could really do something special with it. And that can veer, obviously, into Star Trek a little bit. It can veer as with Instant outside of Star Trek. For us, the Roddenberry brand and that message and that philosophy is something that's really important today, and that we hope to bring to people through things like Foundation, through things like Instant and other entertainment things that we're doing. And we just love that opportunity to do that.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'm very proud of the name.
Yeah.
And it may come off as egotistical, but it definitely, people when they watch Star Trek, they're inspired.
Yeah.
And I've heard that throughout my entire life, and I think that's what we're most proud of is
Inspiring
the name and trying to continue that in our own way.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, guys. Last thing for you, where can viewers, I know you released it, or you had the screening here, and it was released digitally yesterday, so where can our viewers watch you guys? Watch Instant.
Go to Roddenberry.com, YouTube. Do we have it on Vimeo as well?
We have a YouTube channel. We have it on. It's on. You can't get it on Vimeo, but unless you have passwords. So it's. But yes, YouTube channel. Go to Roddenberry.com. Please share it with everybody. Watch it. Give it the 21 minutes. I think you'll want to watch it again if you do. And you're welcome to embed it as well, by the way. We made it completely open for other people to put on their pages because we really want the world to see it and people to hopefully tell people about it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again. Thank you so much. Rod, Trevor, it's a pleasure. Yes.
Live long and prosper.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. I'm Kambra Potter for That's My Entertainment, and that is my entertainment. So what's yours?